create curiosity that converts? That's today's topic. Most of the people, when they introduce their product or service on their social media and someone expresses an interest, they tend to hunt that person down. What that feels like for that person is like expressing you actually like someone and that person wants to go straight in bed with you. It just doesn't work that way. So you need to go through the entire process of turning that cold lead, potential customer, warm them up, really building a little bit relationship and rapport before you really introduce that person to details and act with them as that hot lead that wants to buy. So instead, I'm gonna show you how to build even more curiosity and warm that person up so they are ready to buy. Coming up. Welcome back to another video. Lenka Katsala from growwithlenka.com, helping you hit your online breakthrough. If you're brand new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell button to get notified when new videos are out. We're talking about online businesses, how to become the next online star, earn passive income, and complete lifestyle transformation. Today we're talking about curiosity, how to create it so people that actually express that interest, they convert into sales. What I want you to do majority of time when creating curiosity is actually telling a story. All the before and after, all social media are full of that, and people don't really look, and even if they look and they do have that problem, it doesn't create that magic that you want to create with that person. Instead of, when you're telling a story, throughout that process of getting them through it, they relate. They build that instant rapport with you, even though you haven't talked to them yet. And I'll give you 5 steps that should be in that story. First, of course, what's your problem? No matter what your product or service is and a niche, what was your problem before you started using that product or service? And what's that person's problem? You need to name it and be as concrete as possible. And tell a story around it. How did you feel? What it was like? They need to relate. So what is your problem and what's the story around it? You can use maybe a moment that was so deep that you realize that needs to stop. Third thing you want to have in that story is supported with some kind of fact or statistic that relates to that product or service. Something that is so interesting that it supports that that person is not alone, or something that is on the market and it's not working, how many people actually use it with no results and still use it. Something that supports why they should actually buy what you're offering or introducing to them. Fourth thing may be what you have been using before. What is it that you have tried? And if someone is struggling with some kind of problem, they have tried everything, or at least they say so. So they have tried multiple products, so many advices from their friends and family members, and it just didn't give them the results they wanted. So make sure you relate on all those levels with that person. And fifth one, the way to close it is what you're using, what you found out, and what are your results. What are the benefits of actually using that product? What has changed? How do you feel today? And all of that has to be closed with some kind of call to action. If you are in that situation, or if you're like me and you just pulling your hair out because nothing is working, you can try this out. You need to give them some kind of call to action, and the funnier and more human you are, the better, because people will be feeling okay to actually try it out. So instead of selling the product, you need to be selling the story. Now, few things not to do on any social media. When you meet that person for the first time, or they express an interest and you're actually talking to them for the first time, don't use scripts. Don't be robotic. Be human being like in normal life. You don't send them any links the first time you talk to them. You need to first get to know that person a little bit, a few back and forths, so you actually know why they're interested in, what's really the problem. Is it really for them, or you can offer them something else instead? Get to know that person a little bit. So no pitch the first time you talk to them at least. And on Facebook, I would tell you not to add them unless, again, you have that conversation to any Facebook groups. Maybe you have a Facebook group and you're using add, tag, and message method where you actually invite people to a Facebook group where you have all the information, all the customer base, some success stories and testimonials, and you have the product details there and everything that that person needs. That's fine, but don't add them unless you already done the before. That's the third party tool instead of maybe video or a website that you would be sending that person to. So don't add them anywhere unless you know that's fit, unless you have that conversation, you know that's something they want to be part of. Ask them first, but not before you get that direct interest from that person. So the entire process, you need to take that person from cold to warm, where they actually express, I want to know more, what is it that you're using, to the hot lead, where you have that conversation and you know from their words, this is what they have to have. When that person is hot, you can actually introduce them and give them the information about the product. And then, and only then, comes the close or next follow-up, because most of the people, you have to actually follow up with them 7 to 12 times. So many times you need to be following up with majority of your leads, and you need to be understanding that. So always follow up. That's why everyone says fortune is in the follow-up. You need to keep inviting those people until they say no. People are interested in more information all the time. If they're not sure, give them more information. Keep in touch with them and keep inviting them. And until you get that direct no, definite one, then you can ask them why, ask for referrals, ask for referral post, whatever you feel that person would be open to. If no big deal. Go for the next one that was interested. Keep your funnel full. When you have that cold lead, you need to connect as fast as possible, get to know that person as fast as possible. The easiest way to connect with someone is to compliment them, be in touch, be really interested, genuine human being interest in that person, get to know them, connect on some kind of level so that person can relate to you and your story faster. And yes, it's more work, but you have such a higher percentage of conversion on these posts afterwards. So let me know below in the comments, what is your biggest trouble? What is your biggest struggle? Is it getting more leads? Is it converting them from cold to the hot lead? Is it closing them? So I can help you in my next videos with those specific steps. And I'm looking forward to talking to you in next video.